We have details on a mixed martial arts event coming to the Hyannis Youth and Community Center. Plus, we'll introduce you to some special pets that are looking for their forever homes. On this episode of Barnstable Today, it's Friday, April 29th, 2016. I'm Sarah Mantle. New England Fights will soon host a mixed martial arts event at the Hyannis Youth and Community Center. To learn more about that and some other upcoming events, I sat down with HYCC General Manager Joe Izzo. So I want to talk about a holiday that no one should ever forget. Mother's Day is coming up. You guys are going to do a great event. I know every year you have a father-daughter dance. This is the time, really, that you guys focus on the moms. And so you're having a Mother's Day tea.
George Noonan, our program coordinator, will transform the Shepley Room into an English tea garden on Saturday, the 7th of May, from noon to 2. And we're inviting families out. It's really geared towards kids in grades 1 through 5. But if there are siblings and others, they're more than welcome to come. And it's going to be an opportunity for you to show your mom how much you love her and spend some time and do a couple craft projects and drink some tea or lemonade for the kids, or and have a little food treat. So
love it.
It's going to be a really nice event.
You guys take pictures, I think.
Definitely,
as well.
Yeah. Everyone leaves with a little something. So some sort of little craft that will be done, and also a photographic evidence of a wonderful time. And George really puts his heart and soul into these events, and he has 2 little ones himself, and actually one big one and one little one. So, but he gets really into it, and I think the feeling in and around the building, with a lot of us having kids, is this is a great thing for us to be able to do, to give back to the people who are so special in our lives.
Yeah, and so important for everyone out there not to forget Mother's Day.
Yeah.
People have done that in my house before, and it didn't go very well.
So that's it's Saturday
make
the
mom
7th.
happy. Yeah.
So it's the day before Mother's Day.
Great.
You can get your Mother's Day mojo working.
Now, do you have to buy tickets in advance?
No. You can definitely do it that day right here at the HYCC.
And what is the cost for a mom and
$20 for the family?
Nice.
So if the dad wants to come too, or the grandparents, they're more than welcome to do that too. We really want to make it an all-inclusive family event. And it's going to be really neat.
Nice too, because then if you have some things planned already on Mother's Day, it won't overlap.
Yeah,
and this is a great way.
So
you could also maybe even take your grandma.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, or your great grandma.
Yeah.
Whoever
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. So don't forget Mom. But another event that we're really looking forward to is happening in May. Let's go from Mother's Day to fighting.
In the face. Yeah.
So the NEF 23 is coming up. This is a mixed martial arts event. What does NEF stand for, Joe?
New England Fights. NEF, New England Fights, and they are fight promoters, and their website is www.newenglandfights.com, and that's where you'll be able to get tickets for our event. And this is called NEF 23, Cages the Cape. And they've done 22 previous events, none here on Cape Cod. They do a lot of them in Maine, and I think 1 or 2 maybe in Massachusetts. And this is the same group who brought us the boxing last year, and they had such a great time here in the HYCC and on Cape Cod, and the support was so awesome for that event. And Jesse and those guys who fought that night, that they wanted to come back and do something else. And they weren't able to bring the boxing back, so they decided that they'll bring their mixed martial arts back.
So for a novice like myself, I'm not into fighting, I don't know a lot about boxing or fighting in general. What is mixed martial arts?
It's like the UFC, which is sort of ubiquitous. That's everywhere, right?
So
Ultimate
if someone
fighting,
like myself has no idea what the UFC is,
well, I would suggest that you get the internet first and
Google.
foremost.
Yeah, go to Google.
Ask Jeeves what Ultimate Fighting is. No, basically what it is there's a ring set up, and it's similar to a boxing ring, but instead of 4 sides, it has 8 sides, so it's called an octagon. And I don't believe it's raised up quite so high, but we'll find out on the 14th the exact dimensions. But it's 8 sides, and two fighters go into this
Into the ring.
octagon and they fight. And they use different disciplines, and that's why it's called mixed martial arts. They'll do they can box, they can do karate, jiu-jitsu, kung fu, all these different.
Interesting. I had no
regular
idea.
wrestling. So yeah, they go in there. They just like put these two guys in there, and they may punch each other. They may put each other in a headlock. They'll roll around on the mat. They'll do all kinds of like crazy stuff.
So this event, how many fights are there at NEF 23?
The fight card has not been fully set, but it will be up to 10 fights.
Wow.
And there'll be some amateur fights and some professional fights, and there'll be local fighters and some not so local. So this is really this sport, this mixed martial arts sport, is really growing throughout the country. And there's a gym here in Hyannis on Plant Road, which has a lot of fighters. Who I was on the phone with the promoter the other day, and I think there'll be some fighters from that gym who will participate on the 14th. So it'll have a nice flair of professional, amateur, local, and kind of non-local. So
if someone's watching and they want to attend, this is open to the public.
Definitely.
Where would individuals go to get tickets?
The tickets are available online through newenglandfights.com. That's really the only way to buy tickets previous to the event. And then on the 14th, you can come here and buy tickets right at the door. But if you want to secure your spot, go online and do it through newenglandfights.com. And we have links on our website to get to them. There's we have it promoted on our Facebook page. So if you want to go and check out some of the previous fights and see what it's all about, you can do that online, or you can always come down here and ask us, and we'll point you in the right.
The Centerville MSPCA has a few pets looking for forever homes. Channel 18's Sarah Colvin has more.
So what can you tell me about Mushu the bearded dragon? I think these guys are really cool.
They actually really are. A lot of people just think that lizards, absolutely. A lot of people think lizards that they just lay around. They actually do have personalities. He came to us, owner had a daughter who had him, moved away and didn't take him and no longer wanted him. Unfortunately, he came to us, he was a little underweight. Didn't have necessarily the best care that they should have. So we've taken him in and been feeding him, and he's really coming around.
Very
he's
cool.
Doing really
so
well.
What kind of things do they eat? Crickets? What kind of things do the bearded dragons eat?
So crickets are a good starter, but they really shouldn't stay on crickets.
Okay.
The crickets can actually be a little hard for them to digest, and it's not actually nutritionally beneficial for them.
Interesting.
So what we feed him, or what I feed him, dubia roaches, actually. They're actually very nutritious for them, very easy for them to digest. Another thing with crickets, a lot of people tend to just leave the crickets in the terrarium with them.
Right.
The problem with that, if you don't leave food out for the crickets will actually start to eat the bearded dragons.
Oh.
So it becomes harmful for the beardy. So we really like to do just dubia roaches, but they are also omnivores.
Okay.
So it should not be just insects that they're eating. They need to have greens. So we do a lot of turnip greens, a lot of baby spinach, baby kale. They really should have more salads than they should insects.
I think, again, all of us should have more salads, right?
Yeah.
But so how old is this guy, did you say?
So this guy is about 3 years old.
Okay.
And they can actually live to be about 15.
Wow.
They do have a pretty long lifespan, so it's one of those pets that if you get them, be prepared to have them for quite a while.
He loves everybody he meets. He does not love every dog he meets.
Okay.
So he's rather attached to one dog in the adoption center, and that's sort of his one and only best friend. But he's great with people. As you can see, he just loves attention. He's got a big, broad smile. He does need a dental. He has rather bad breath, but we will make sure that we take care of that, and he does. He does need to be neutered, but again, every dog and cat and rabbit leaves our adoption center spayed or neutered.
Wonderful.
Yes.
And so how old is this guy, do we say?
Well,
do we know?
We're estimating him to be around 3 years old. We're not quite sure because he is a stray, and so we don't have a whole lot of information on him. But we do know that somebody loved him because he's so wonderful with people and very, very social.
He does, and he really does have that cute little smile.
He
It's like when you
does.
look at him, he just looks
He
so
does.
happy.
He is. I think he is.
We'll be sure to tune in to our hour-long news program, Barnstable This Morning, weekdays at 8 a.m. On Monday's show, we'll chat with Town Manager Tom Lynch. We'll talk with Interim Superintendent of Schools Bill Butler. Plus, we'll have all the news and information you need. For Barnstable Today, I'm Sarah Mantle.